Man, I used to be a master at doing this. I would know. I'm like, if I go and see this girl, I already know the drama. I already know like the games that are gonna be played, because like our relationship was finished basically, but we're still wanting to steal some excitement because of history and past, and the mind likes those old familiar patterns and it wants to try to recapture something. And I would know, and then I would know like the jealousy I would feel because I know the games she would play and when we're around other guys and all that. But I'd still go. I'd still sign up and go. Why? Because it still hurt good. Still, somehow, I like that drama. It was like a sweet pain. I had a brother tell me once when he was like 75 and I was 25, and he said, at first it hurts so good, but then it gets to where it just hurts. See, after you get to that point, you're ready to transcend. But you might find it's not so easy. And habitual patterns to keep engaging in what the mind's used to, and that familiar feeling, toxic feeling that we're still chasing, even though we know intellectually it's not good, that pattern can still be there, and it will be there. So that's what we have to transcend. But at least we like don't want to do it anymore on some level. As long as we still want to do something, you're not going to transcend it. Just not. You just mind effing yourself, man. Because it's like the intellectual part is like, well, I should though. Like on paper, like this isn't the right thing to do. Well, you're in this life and playing in this human game with your karma, and this is how it works. You do things that you like know you shouldn't do, but you keep doing them. Same thing happened with plant medicine. I loved it. I loved it for like, I don't know, a few years. But then I loved it so much, I could feel the season was over, but I kept wanting to do it because I just liked it. And I liked the whole, you know, just the whole everything about it and doing it with people and all that. But my nervous system was the medicine took a toll on my nervous system because that stuff's strong. And if you keep doing it, at first it might relax your nervous system, but then I'm making a plant medicine handbook, by the way. So it'll relax your nervous system, but then it will start to go the other way. Start to make your nervous system edgy. Because it's too much current. You're like plugged in. It's like that movie with Jason Statham, Crank. It's like too much electricity, man. You can't handle it. But you keep doing it. Why? Because it's fun. Yeah, but I shouldn't do it. Yeah, but I like it. Like, what am I going to do? Intruders. Hey, good. People don't walk anymore. They like to, you know, it's a high-tech world. I know in the gym, when I go to the gym, I just noticed everybody has headphones on. I somehow I noticed it. And then I'm like, how many people have headphones on? I'm like, damn, everybody have headphones on, like literally. And they already got music. Now some might say, well, that's why they have headphones on. They don't like that music. Okay, but still, do you see how almost impossible it is to access your inner power when we're living in a techno age with so much stimulation? Everybody's a dopamine addict and they don't know it. This is like the biggest addiction there is, dopamine addiction. But it's so normal and everybody's doing it that like nobody knows. They don't call it, they call it having fun. And now I'm telling you, at some point you're gonna like look at this and be like, this life, and just some of you are already doing it. You're just like, whoa. That's all you can say. This dopamine addiction is so strong now, it bleeds through now into yoga and meditation. They got techno yoga. I'm gonna do some techno yoga, yeah, because that stimulates the life force, and then I can do the postures better. I'm gonna do the meditation with the headphones and all the fancy stuff, you know, sounds and everything. Oh, that's gonna take me deeper into meditation. And people are like eating that up, man. It's all good. It's all good when you're not like in it. When you're like a passerby and yeah, it's like the circus. You go into the circus. You're not going to like stay in the circus forever. You're at the circus for a while and then you leave. And when you come to that point, it's cool. But when you start like trying to like figure out how to make this planet into some kind of utopia, then you're going to get depressed. This is not going to happen, not here. Does it hurt so good? So evaluate, analyze your life and see what patterns, what things are you doing that are just clearly not only obstructing the consciousness from awakening to its nature, but also lowering the vibration of your human self, which then makes you more prone to feeling bad and heavy emotions and depression and anxiety, a racing mind, all that. If our vibration and frequency is lower because we're doing things that suck our life force out, then our experience in this human form isn't going to be pleasant. And you can say all day long that, well, really my pure self is awakened and blah, blah, blah. Well, it don't feel like it. You're not going to feel like it. That's what matters. How do you feel while you're here? Of course, you don't want to listen to your feelings too much. I think everything's balanced. I don't know, but your feelings, sometimes they're pointing to something. If they're pure feelings. Now, if you're listening to a mind that's negative and then wondering why you're feeling bad, yeah, because you're thinking negative or you're doing self-talk. So introspect and see, come up with your list of what you're doing that you know is keeping you small and stuck and compromising yourself. And then you pick the ones that have the biggest consequence, the most negative effect. And then you start working on that. Because some people, their minds will say, oh, the list is too long, I'm tired, I don't know. So yeah, you find work, just start, make a start. And then you might find that the universe will support you. Higher forces, more benevolent power will start to flow through you to help you overcome these things. And you'll be able to intuitively ascertain which things to work on and which things to do next. We have to make a start. If everybody just lives oblivious and just only I'm going to do meditation, it's like a backwards thing. You might find when you look at yourself deep enough and honest enough, somehow maybe the meditation's not even necessary anymore. What's meditation? It means your mind is, I don't want to say totally quiet because it's not. Can be, but even thoughts are more, they're not like this unceasing involuntary stream of constant thinking or self-talking that's just making you miserable. You're doing something and then you're gonna have thoughts about that. Okay, I gotta go to Costa Rica, so okay, I need to look and see how much plane tickets are, maybe have a taxi waiting for me when I get there. Yeah, you're gonna use some thinking. But as it is, people can't even walk in nature and just think about the trees or no, they're going to be thinking about what she said to me and what this happened. Oh no, what if I don't make any money? You see, all that psychological negative thinking. I'm talking about that. That has to get dissipated. When that's dissipated, then you're going to be in a more quiet meditative state anyway. You can have thoughts. You just don't want destructive thoughts. Thoughts that are just nonsense. There's some people that count their money 100 times a day. Okay, I have this much in my savings and then this in my IRA, and trying to give themselves a sense of security. So the more you raise your vibration in your everyday life, the more, the less anxious your nervous system is going to be. So then the less uncontrolled thinking you're going to have. A lot of time the thinking, it comes because you're anxious inside, and the thinking is a way to disconnect from this inner feeling of angst. So you start thinking. It's unconscious. People, they can't catch that out. They don't know why they do what they do, but that's commonly why people do that. So go see my other channel, Transcending Shadows, Beyond the Alchemy, and just get your lifestyle together. And then this pain, you want to get to where it don't hurt so good anymore. You want it just to hurt When things hurt, like a stove, it's very, very obvious. If I touch that stove, it don't hurt good. It like hurts. So I'm not gonna touch it. It's not a challenge to not touch it. I'm not working on myself to try to purify myself to get to where I like don't touch stove. Like the wisdom's there. I'm not touching the damn thing. There you go.